Welcome to the notes on dilations and scale factor. So today we're going to look at some more examples where we're finding out those values. So let's take a look at the first example. So it says here dilation centered at O. Again, it's always important to know where your center of dilation is. All right, with a scale factor of 3. That's the other part that's key. All right, scale factor is greater than 1. We know it's going to be an enlargement. They give us the values. It's labeled on the diagram here. So now let's find those values. So it wants to know what is the distance from A prime to B prime, this distance right here. Well, if we know that AB is 8 and the scale factor is 3, all right, well, our answer is just going to be, we take that 8 and we multiply it by the scale factor of 3. So our answer we know is going to be 24. So this right here would be 24. That's why we use that scale factor. Now they want to know what is the distance from the center O to B prime. Well, again, if this piece is 7, O to B, all right, that's the pre-image, and our scale factor is 3, I need to take that 7 and multiply it by 3. So our total distance then is 21. So from O to B prime, now it's important, that distance is 21, O to B prime. Now O to A prime, same thing. This piece right here is 6. All right, well then I need to multiply that by 3 to tell me, because that's our scale factor. So to give me this new distance of 6 times 3 is 18. Now the last question, that's the most important, kind of understanding the graph. Now where is A to A prime? All right, that's this piece right here. They want to know what is A to A prime from here to here. All right, now if we look on this right here, it's not 18. If this first piece right here is 6 and the whole thing's 18, well, we're just going to do 18 minus 6. So that distance right there would be 12. So really look at those diagrams carefully. Make sure you're answering the question. Now the second example here is just a reminder. Determine if the dilation is enlargement or reduction. Well, what do you guys think? Take a look. Here's our center at O. There's our marks. Well, if you look at it, you should recognize it is an enlargement. How do you know? All right, in big, bold letters, the prime marks. Remember, our new image has the prime marks. Our old does not. So this was the old or the pre-image. There's our new. So you can see from the center, it's further away. It got bigger, so it's an enlargement. Just a reminder, you guys find those prime marks. All right, let's do another example. Now this time, scale factor is 1/2. That's going to be key. Still centered at O. We're going to find those values. So they want to know the distance again from A to B prime. Well, if A to B is 4, and our scale factor is 1/2, then our new distance is going to be 2. So we know that this right here is 2. O to B prime. All right, again, we know O to B is 8. Our pre-image from here to here is 8. Well, we want just O to B prime. We need to take that 8, we need to multiply it by that scale factor of 1/2, and that's going to equal 4. So we know that this is 4 right here. O to A prime, same idea. All right, we know that from our original is 6, so we need to know we need to take that 6 times 1/2. That gives us 3. Now these other problems are again understanding the graph. Make sure you're answering what they're asking for. They want to know what A to A prime is. That is this distance right here. Well, if the whole thing is 6, which we've established right here, and this piece is 3, well then that also has to be 3 because 6 minus 3 equals 3. So there's the answer. And then B to B prime, I think you guys get now. B to B prime is this right here. If the whole thing is 8, we know that this is 4. Then it's just going to be 8 minus 4 equals 4. So there's your answers to those questions. Let's take a look at a couple more examples. Now, enlargement or reduction, what is the scale factor? Okay, so first thing, let's answer enlargement or reduction. All right, by tick marks. Here's our tick marks right here and here. So it's obviously it got smaller. So this first one is a reduction. Now we got to find the scale factor. Remember, to find the scale factor, you always set up new over old. So when we look at this example, all right, our new, all right, is from the center. I'm going to use this side, O to C. So O to C prime is our new, and then our old is obviously O to C. So what are those values? O to C prime is 2. O to C. Now this is where you got to be careful. A lot of people want to put 6, but it's this whole distance. So it's 2 plus 6. So this whole thing is 8. So we put 8 on the bottom. We've got a fraction. We want to reduce that. So 2 over 8 actually reduces to 1/4. So there is our scale factor. It's 1/4 the size of the original. One more of those just for good practice. All right, tick marks. Here they are. You can see it got bigger, so this is an enlargement. Now let's find the scale factor. Again, new over old. So let's see what segments we're going to use here. All right, we're going to use the new. All right, we're going to use the from 0 to b prime this time because those are the values they give us. And then our old would just be O to b. So what are those values? Now, O to b is pretty easy. It's 6. It's this value on top that's key. Again, we want O to b prime. What is this whole value? It's not just 4. It's the 6 plus the 4. So this is 10. We want to reduce that fraction. All right, what's the greatest common divisor? What goes in both of those? So our final answer is 2. So the final answer would be 5/3. So it's got a scale factor of 5/3. So there you have finding the scale factor and determining whether a dilation is an enlargement or a reduction.